Sometimes the train just leaves without you and all the other non-first class passengers. So either you got to wait and hope it comes back around, or quick rush to the next stop and hope you can catch it then. But that's why we have a plan A, B, and C. You know the deal. We've got this nice bullish engulfing forming here on the weekly, but I don't expect it to remain that way towards the end of the week. Still may flatten out a bit. However, with these equal lows, we've kind of got like a double bottom forming here, and also prices failed to close below this level for another time, so that's also a good sign. So I can imagine there'll be some action on the kind of lower time frames for us to get in. If I just zoom down to the 4 hour, as you can see, we've kind of pulled right down here. This was creating that wick, and then price just busted through those levels, creating a new market structure, nice new bullish market structure, and a potential new trend. I do expect price to fall, if not come back into this demand zone where we can kind of get some action, at least to these symmetry levels here, so where you can kind of find some plays around that. Quick intermission. So on swipe, as of last evening, we now have entered our 4 hour demand zone. So patience does sometimes pay, and I'll be looking for some players within this area, as I know a few people in the group are also checking this out. We also have a little bit of divergence. As you can see, price here on the previous low, potential low here. I do expect price to still swim around in the demand zone for a little bit more. I don't feel that this is the true, higher swing low yet, especially as we're so close to that EMA. So I do feel that this is going to act as a little bit of resistance, as you can see by, very, very kind of indecisive price action leading up to it. And now we've got this, big red candle forming, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, going back to the daily, I don't really like this double bottom, mainly because price has already done its move for the day. But in terms of it failing to close, that's a good sign. With this area here, this around this $1 level is just like a no-go zone for price to close. Every time it comes down, it's just wicking up, wicking up. So whatever Binance are doing with the money, just keep doing it. In terms of the weekly, that's where we were. Yep. So that's what I'm kind of looking for. Longer term plays, you want to see kind of bars projecting up north, testing this level, coming back to this $2 radius, and see where we can go from there. And looking at the daily again, just zoom back in. So taking the big picture in, as we can see, we've got these highs. It's getting lower, and then we broke here. So in case you didn't see the last video yet, right here, this is the end of that trend. So that's done now, and we're looking to hopefully start a new trend. I say hopefully, never hope on price. We are looking to see if there's going to be a new trend. Although we have come down, made these equal lows, we haven't broken below it yet. So that's a good sign for the bulls, as price can just now see if it can rally up, break this new daily structure. It's not entirely formed yet, mainly because we just don't have a fractal high. So right where price is, you can see we're just there. We know this is going to be our low. In terms of highs, this may be the one, or there may be a consecutive one. We'll see what comes in the following days. But what we obviously want to see is price close above these EMAs, come back and test this daily supply zone, see if it's going to hold or if we're going to bust through it and just continue on north. But again, that's something more to look forward to for the end of the week, to see if price gets here. I don't expect that to happen in a day or so.